Despite big bill projects, road congestion is getting worse, and public transport service is getting worse. These projects spend our children's inheritance and leaving them with a debt that they won't have the workers to repay. They also increase the cost of houses and reduce the number of houses being built. Some legacy. What's required is a paradigm shift in transport, not more of the same. In Melbourne, the daily commute wastes time valued at $13 billion every year. The road toll and personal security are also worth fixing, along with reliability, cost, amenity, congestion and emissions. Poor transport performance limits access to jobs and to the central sporting and entertainment venues. Conversely, it limits the availability of house blocks within an acceptable distance, so raises their price. The only known paradigm shift that would substantially increase the quality of transport and meet the cost and amenity requirements is fully automatic cars suspended from guide rails on exclusive track. I'm calling that ACE. One ACE vendor is Metrino, that proposes two-way track comprising slender guide rails 10 metres high mounted on poles in the road verge. Its vehicles are the size of a car, carrying 5 people or 2 bikes or a wheelchair or 400 kilograms of freight. It should be made to carry a mobility scooter. It proposes vehicles waiting at 5 bay stops for private hire on private routes with video security. Its speed is a constant 70 kilometres an hour if using options of grade separation, offline stops and offline turns to avoid serial queues. Its capacity is 1 vehicle a second at 20 metre spacing. Its costing was 5 cents a vehicle kilometre and $13 million a kilometre, including 100 vehicles and 3 stops a kilometre. Stops should be made two-way with elevator stabling for 30 vehicles. For safety, poles should be at the building line and stops in side streets. Current fares would raise 200% of capital plus running costs for a 733 kilometre network along arterial roads, but allow 40% cost overrun. So it should be profitable except for the sovereign risk. Metrino would be the minimum paradigm shift required to solve the transport issues for Melbourne. Along the 733 kilometres of arterials would provide stops at 2 kilometre proximity. If a stop proximity of 500 metres is required, similar to bus stop proximity, a further 1,012 kilometres of spur line would be needed. That would greatly increase the level of service, marginally increase the traffic, may be profitable, but would avoid the need for buses and their subsidy. We should obtain a test track and pilot arterial route with an existing vendor using their current product within 3 years, ensuring that it is self-funding so that the public could see what's available and kick the tyres. But normal cars can do 250 k's, so a bespoke system designed by the high-speed rail project as follows, with 250 k's, would make greater savings in time and importantly extend the distance for reasonable access to the city. This 8 times the speed of existing traffic would increase the area available for house blocks by a factor of 64, so markedly decreasing their price. The $84 billion high-speed rail project between Melbourne and Brisbane, if using Metrino, would only cost $16 billion for a guideway for automatic cars. I'm calling that HiACE. Such a bespoke system would service all towns along the way and could be designed and tested by the high-speed rail project using a DARPA-style competition between consortia of universities and engineering consultancies. The high-speed rail project requires speeds of 250 km where there are great economies for vehicles travelling in pelotons, creating much heavier loadings, requiring suspension cable structures and control systems for forming pelotons. There will be great benefits of having the same vehicle able to travel from the urban system to the interstate system, that is door to door, and for having the higher speeds and pelotons available for use in the urban areas and for rural Victoria. Government funding is required for construction for rural Victoria and the Melbourne to Brisbane route, that's the $16 billion, but private enterprise should be responsible and cover costs of both operation and maintenance from fares. In summary, we can't afford any big build projects. More of the same should be replaced with a paradigm shift. We should demonstrate available HiACE options with a pilot route, and the high-speed rail project should develop a 250k HiACE system with pelotons using a DARPA-style competition.